A busy weekend of water polo in San Diego as college alumni champions are crowned. We look ahead to ODP in Greensboro, North Carolina this weekend, and a brand new hype video for the USA women's national team, all coming up next on The Counterattack. Hi everyone, Greg Mescall here. Thanks for joining us on The Counterattack. We start things off first at the Aztec Aquaplex, one of the better named facilities in the country at San Diego State, for the ACWPC College Alumni Tournament. Men's and women's teams getting the band back together, playing some water polo under their old college team names. We were in San Diego. Let's get you caught up with all the results. We start first with the women's division. San Diego State, UC San Diego. In the college season, they call this the Harper Cup. Here at the Alumni Tournament, we call it the championship match. And it was two San Diego squads getting together, all Aztecs. San Diego State's Yuli Beneku gets things rolling early. Shooting here from distance makes it 1-0. Then Linnell Wiley follows suit for San Diego State. Long-range lob that ends the first 2-0 lead. Alyssa Diacono wrestles at the center position, eventually breaks free, sinks this one. It's a 3-1 lead following a UCSD goal. Skip ahead now. Beneku back at it again with a defender hot on her trail. She goes cross-cage to put it away. How about this? San Diego State up 10-1. After Beneku opened the third with a goal, she's back now on the passing end. Dishing off to Stacy Werner, who gets another tally on the board, 13-1. After several goals from Beneku and Diacono and one more from UCSD, San Diego State's Jessica Prange seals the deal with a skipper. Aztecs take it 20-2. Post-game, we spoke with Alyssa Diacono about capping back up for this fun weekend of water polo.
It's been a great weekend. We've been able to reconnect with recent alums and then alums that graduated more than a couple years ago, and then you're also seeing ladies from other teams, so it's just a great opportunity to reconnect and rekindle, and then also gives us an opportunity to play post-college, plus we're in San Diego under the sun, so you can't ask for a better weekend.
Now men's division action, two East Coast teams heading west, Brown and Harvard battling in San Diego. Travis Buscarin striking first for Brown, hitting on back-to-back goals, 2-0 Brown in front. Grant LeBeau hurls the ball into the net to get Brown's third goal of the day. They're ahead 3-0. Not long after, Ben Zeffel striking from up close, and Harvard is in the mix. They trail 4-1. Skip ahead now, late in the second. Blake Lee's first shot gets blocked, but he gets his own rebound, sticking with it, and hits. It's a 9-2 deficit for Harvard. Buscarin back at it, closing out the half, whipping this shot in, 10-2 the lead for Brown. LeBeau opens things in the third with 2 goals, giving the Brown alum a hat trick, and his team is up 12-2. Then Luke Irwin closes the third with this shot in close, and Brown keeps on building, 13-2. In the fourth, both teams continuing to battle it out, old rivals mixing it up here at the College Alumni Tournament. In the end, it's a 16-4 win for Brown. Post-game, we caught up with Rico Burke about the win.
It's a lot of fun. We're playing Harvard, obviously playing a lot of those guys in college, and so it's just good to get everyone back out here in San Diego. It's beautiful, and just hang out with some people I haven't seen since college, and so water polo is just the tool that we use to be able to do that. So it's just fun to see everyone and fun to get back in and keep playing a little bit.
And from San Diego, we head across the country to this weekend at the Greensboro Aquatic Center in Greensboro, North Carolina, where the first ever ODP East Regional Tournament will take place. 4 zones coming together at 3 different levels of competition. Schedule information available at usawaterpolo.org. Also on Saturday from 1 p.m. to 2:15 p.m., a free splash ball clinic. Looking forward to a great weekend of water polo in North Carolina. I'll be there sharing all kinds of photos and videos on social media. Looking forward to seeing our athletes on site in Greensboro and helping to grow the game in the Tar Heel State. Speaking of sport growth, the Dare to Dream 10 and Under Festival, it used to only be a California event. Now, for the first time, it's headed to Texas. In a couple of weeks' time, Dare to Dream will still take place in Irvine, California. It'll also be in Houston, Texas. Information on both of these events available at usawaterpolo.org under the events section. Looking forward to a good time both in SoCal and Texas. And we keep it moving. At the end of the month, we have the USA Water Polo Assembly and Coaching Development Summit, and we're talking Coach Development Summit this week. Registration available now at usawaterpolo.org. We've got a great group of speakers together, not just from water polo, but from the sports world. Coaching expert Wade Gilbert will join us, in addition to water polo standouts and Olympians Betsy Armstrong and Cammie Craig, veteran coaches Adam Krikorian, Jack Coker, Doug Peabody, and more. Get yourself signed up now for 2 days of great information. Make yourself a better coach. Bring that back to your water polo communities. You can sign up now at usawaterpolo.org. And from there, we go to Team USA and this brand new hype video you may have seen on our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook accounts showing some of the athleticism of the USA Women's National Team, the #1 team in the world. You can catch the full video on all of our social media channels now. And from the USA Women, we go to the USA Men and head coach Dan Radovicic announcing the 13-man roster for the FINA World Championship qualifier taking place January 22nd to the 26th in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Teams need to finish in the top 2 to qualify for the FINA World Championship coming up this summer in South Korea. This is the group that will help Team USA try and do it. These 13 athletes all did just take part in the USA-Italy series in Southern California last month. Team USA opens play with Argentina on January 22nd, then Brazil and Canada before closing out play on January 26th. We'll have results right here on the Counterattack. We'll catch up with the guys next week as well as they prepare for the event in Brazil. Best of luck to Team USA. And while we're talking about our USA men's national team, shout out to 4-time Olympian Jesse Smith. He heard the Gant brothers of Southern California. They were going through a tough time. Gavin Gant has been in and out of the hospital battling illness. Then his brother Jack broke his leg, joined him in the same hospital. We asked the guys, who's a national team athlete they'd love to hear from? Jesse Smith was the name, and Jesse gave them this shout out.
Hey Gavin and Jack, this is Jesse Smith from the men's water polo team. We're wishing you all speedy recovery. Saw you're both in the hospital, and you guys kept playing water polo even though you got sick, and then you're back in there. So good luck. Keep fighting on.
Thanks to Jesse for putting that together, and of course, hoping for a speedy recovery for both Gavin and Jack and that they're back in the water polo pool soon. Now we close things out as we do every week with our social media send-off powered by Cobian. Don't forget you can win a brand new pair of Cobian sandals. Share a part of your water polo journey on Twitter or Instagram. Use the hashtags Counterattack and Every Step Matters, and you can win. You can win just like Shannon Ventry tweeting out this throwback Junior Olympics credential. Check this out from all the way back in 1998. For the OG water polo fans, you'll remember Shannon Holt was a tough cover at 2 meters for Slippery Rock, could put the ball away in close. Thanks for sharing that. She's going to be a winner of a brand new pair of Cobian sandals. And from there, water polo players saving the day, but when aren't they? Shout out to 4 Marin water polo players, that's Northern California, who helped rescue 2 struggling swimmers at the beach. Nice job, Wes Porter, Jack Richardson, Colby Payne, and Ray Holmberg. Catherine Hain passing that one along. Great to give those guys a shout out. Speaking of NorCal Aquatics sharing a rainbow, always a fun sight during water polo practices and games. Lots of education going on. We mentioned the Coach Development Summit. There's referee education coming up at the end of the month at the USA Water Polo Assembly. Referee Scott Volz talking officiating in Cincinnati. That's shared via Chad for Reels. We'll have a whole bunch of ODP action this weekend in Greensboro. More ODP action going on recently, thanks to Rocky Mountain Neptunes for sharing this. We mentioned Catherine Hain, the photographer. How fun is this illustration from Alex? Really talented follow on Instagram, always sharing different water polo designs. And then 2 great Olympians teaming up. Brenda Villa, who you know from water polo, Julie Foudy, the soccer star. They're getting together for Julie Foudy's Sports Leadership Academy. Always great to see water polo have a larger platform. And last but not least, our good friends at Tier showing love to Team USA with this Instagram post. And that's the best of what we saw in water polo on the internet this week. Thanks so much for your submissions. Keep them coming. Keep using the hashtag Counterattack. Keep tagging us at USAWP. That's all for this week's episode. Thanks so much for watching. And don't forget, when you're on the Counterattack, look weak side.